right, welcome back to Casa.texpina. It's Friday, February 12th. So we're just doing basic cleanup around the place, finishing some very small paint projects, and I believe that's going to be about it for today anyway. So I'll walk you around, show you what the guys are working on right now. They're working together. They're working on cleaning up the bunkhouse site across the street. So let's take a look at that and let's get started. All right, so a little bit of a pleasant surprise. The the varnish guy, Mr. Andy, has arrived on site. He had to make a short stop on the way to get some more materials for the handrail that they're going to start working in the stairwell today. So the handrail, Mr. Lloyd and Mr. Andy are going to work together. And as I was going to tell you guys before, let me show you. Pardon the sound. Mr. Henry is over here and working on cleanup around the prior bunkhouse site. So we've pretty much got it just about all cleaned up. Still filling in the big hole from where the outhouse was, and then waiting for the debris to be picked up at some point. They're most likely probably going to wait on that until the very last minute so that they can just do one pickup and be done. So let's see what the varnisher and what Mr. Andy and Mr. Lloyd are working on, and let's go see. Okay, so Mr. Andy's up here. He's in the media room. He's already finished working on the touch-up for our varnish on the 3 doors here and the one hiding over here in the corner. So those are already completed, and he put a good varnish on it and a sealant. So especially for the one here going into the half bath, it's now waterproof. So I said the front half and the top up here, all this is all waterproof now. So that's good for being in a wet environment. And now he's starting to work on our handrails. So he's going to get it all smoothed out so that when you put your hand on it and you start going down the wood banister, the wood handrail, you don't have to worry about getting any splinters in your hand. So he's working top and bottom, because one thing most people usually forget is the little groove that's underneath the bottom where your hand wraps around the handrail. You want to make sure you get all of this under here too, and Mr. Andy here is doing a fantastic job of working on that. So you can see he's already put some filler in, and that's what the orange stuff is here, just to help fill in some of the wood grain. And this one here he's already smoothed out quite a bit. So working on it. All right, so that's what Mr. Andy's going to be working on most of the day. So also in our showing up today, the curtain man is going to be working on these. So we've got different parts and pieces down here, tie backs, the tie back holders. So they'll start working on some of those. We'll show you as we go through the process today. He's going to be hanging curtains pretty much around the whole house. So he's brought all kinds of little goodies, and we'll have to take a look at those as they start coming out of the box. Speaking of some of the goodies, these are some of the curtain rods. It's basically just long stainless steel rods, kind of like what they used for our clothes rods, except these are longer. He'll cut them down to the size that he needs and start hanging them around the different rooms. Okay. Also outside, what have we got going on? Mr. Henry is still working on the bunkhouse outhouse cleanup area, so he's going to be over there pretty much most of the day. And our other laborer, Mr. Lloyd, is started working here on the back porch, going through and getting rid of all the little paint drops. You don't see them when you look at it from up high, but then every once in a while you'll see it and you go, hey, look, like this right here. These are what he's cleaning up and getting rid of for us. So they try to get it out of the grout, get it off of the tile, And we've got that both inside and outside the house. So this is that small attention to detail piece. All right, our guys are getting started with the curtains. So the first place, obviously, and the biggest one in the house is the picture window here in the living room. So we've got Mr. Nick, who's the proprietor for the company for doing the curtains. This gentleman here is his son-in-law, and then his son. It's a family business, and they're getting ready to get started. So I've already set up a time lapse on it, so we'll see how this goes over time, and I will break in on occasion and a little commentary here and there, show you what's going on. Double curtains. So we've got the clear or semi-transparent through the back, just to be able to have it down. We still get the light in, but not all the heat from it, and we still get a little bit of privacy. Something we're trying that's new here, the curtain makers are calling this a triple curtain, because we've got the one in the back, but we've also got a very similar white on the front, just to lighten up the red. So we'll have three colors here all going. Right now it does look very pink, but that the lace on the front will actually pull off to the side. I'll show you here in a moment when they get it all put together. Almost there. Okay, so this is what it's going to look like for the finished product. Still doing a little bit of touch, but so we got the white lace on the front, off to the side. This afternoon our guys are still continuing with a little bit of the house cleanup, working on cleaning up the staircase a little bit along the edges of the paint, and also our handrails are coming along nicely. So half of it will be done today. They'll catch up on that again tomorrow. Also our curtains for all the bedrooms are starting to be the curtain rods and the tie backs are starting to be put in place. We do have some of what they call here the Korean blinds. These guys will be put in some of these smaller windows, especially in the bathrooms and the certain closet areas. So you get a little bit of privacy that way. So the guys aren't going to be able to put up all the curtains today. We're also doing a little bit of cleanup in here as well. Okay, and a little cleanup here on the doors, getting all the tape residue off of the temporary windows. Yeah, these are still temporary. We are supposed to be getting in the stained glass. It was supposed to be here this week. That leaves tomorrow, and possibly next week while we're got other things going on. We got the one big curtain put up. And like I said, they're still hanging all the hardware today, so that when they come back tomorrow, they'll be able to put in the curtains everywhere they need to. So we've already got the holes drilled up here, some of the hardware put on. So come back tomorrow. Okay, looking around from room to room, see the hardware for the curtains are just about in every single room now that's going to be getting curtains. So look here, dining room they're in, and we have another one that had the curtains put in. So here we are in the office. Very similar look, color, style as what was placed in the main living room. So I think we're going to have this color in several different rooms, also probably over here in the dining room. Okay, so they're still working on cutting pieces down to size. All right, and then right up next to Miss Emie, there's the next set of curtains. So we're going with a similar color style. Where's this one going? Dining room? So this one's going to dining room. Oh, okay. She said the office and the dining room all have the same theme on it. So very nice fabric. If you can see some of the design here. Good sheer material, and then this is the sheer that's going in the back. Well, guys, are getting ready to call it quits for the day. We will be back in tomorrow, more of the same. So we've got a little bit of headway because we've already got the hardware placed in the walls. So all they got to do now is put the rods together, cut them to size, put them together, and then put the curtains on them. So we went with the same red, white, and theme here in the living room, the dining room, and again in the office as well. So looking good. All right, so we'll see these guys back again tomorrow, and hopefully we see you guys back again tomorrow as well. So if y'all like today's video, please give it a big thumbs up. If you'd like to see more of these videos, hit the casa.texpina star right over here. You'll be subscribed, hit the bell icon just below the view screen, right down there. You'll be notified of our next video upload for your viewing pleasure. So until we see you again tomorrow, have a great afternoon, and God bless.